Jeff Spieler, technical agronomist with DeKalb and Asgrow, and today we're at our Ethan, South Dakota research site looking at our planting date trial. So this was our first planting date, 101-day hybrid on April 17th. So what we have here is about head-high corn, tasseled out, under considerable drought stress. This location's been under quite a bit of drought stress over the last 4 weeks. And we did catch 90 hundredths of rain here about 10 days ago, which helped considerably, but still under considerable stress. Okay, so if we go into the canopy a little bit closer and look what's actually going on, we can see here we've got active pollen drop right now. You can see the pollen sitting in leaf sheaths and such. The negative thing that's going on right now is we don't have a lot of silk emergence. So you can see on that first plant to the left there, we've got about an inch long silk coming out. As we move to the second, third, fourth plant there, we really don't have any silks emerging from that plant. Now the danger from that is, as this heat continues, our pollen drop is going to continue to speed up. So we get fast pollen drop in these situations. The danger in that is we just don't get that silk emergence. So when these plants are under drought stress, the silks emerge slower than normal, and we can sometimes miss that pollination. Now the silks on the butt of the ear come out first, then the mid silks, then the tip silks come out. So a lot of times what we see in these situations are, in heat and drought stress, we start that pollen drop, the butt silks get out, maybe some of the mid silks get out, but the tips don't in time, and we're already done with pollen shed at that point. So that's probably our biggest risk factor now as we start pollination, is getting those silks out under this stress, able to capture that pollen. You know, we talk a lot about the temperatures during this, how big of an impact that has, and really pollen is pretty viable until you get, you know, above 95 up to that 100 range, and we really don't pollinate a lot during midday. You know, most of the pollination occurs in the morning and the evening when it is cooler. So we really don't typically worry about the pollen death quite as much, but we do look at that overnight temperature quite a bit and see. We want to keep that below 75 degrees if at all possible. That definitely helps in the process. So that's what we really have going on right now. Those are some of our risk factors we're seeing, you know, with corn as we start to this pollination process, is just not getting those silks out in time, just due to the drought stress these plants are under, to capture that pollen. We'll come back and look at, you know, some of the risk factors that we're going to have after pollination occurs. You know, we can start to look at those silks, how many of those, you know, actually did pollinate those kernels, and come back and look at the impact that can have in that blister stage after pollination. That's all we had. Thanks.